Hi, kindergarten. It's Miss Cliff. Today we're going to read a Level E book called Sloth Wants to Snooze. So before we get started, I want to tell you what our book is going to be about today. We are going to read all about this sloth that is very tired. Now, you may not know what a sloth is, so I want to show you some pictures of what a sloth looks like. Here I've got some pictures of sloths. A sloth is an animal that lives in the rainforest. It's very slow, and it's got these long, do you see those long claws that help them grip onto the bark of the tree when they're swinging from tree to tree or crawling around from branch to branch? So there's some pictures of what a sloth looks like. So let's get back to our So let's start by making a prediction. So I'm looking at Sloth and she's looking very tired. So I predict that she's going to want to go to sleep. So we are going to read to find out what Sloth does and if our prediction is correct. Now, as we read, you'll notice that I've highlighted some beginning sounds in yellow. What do those look like to you? Beginning blends, that's right. So you'll notice that I have highlighted yellow for beginning blends. So we know that we can use that as a strategy. Good readers always use strategies they know to solve for unknown words. For example, we see the blend here, soul. Can you say that? Soul, like in sloth. Sloth wants to, there's another blend, sn. Can you say that? Sn, snooze. Snooze is another word for sleep. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's go ahead and read together. Sloth wanted to snooze. There's that blend again. And there's Sloth yawning. She looks very tired. Okay, let's keep reading. She, ooh, look at that blend, crawled into the bushes. The bugs were too, ooh, what do you think the bugs were too what? Noisy. Look at this blend, cull. They're going click, 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 buzz. So do you think that sloth can sleep when it's noisy? I know I can't sleep when it's noisy, can you? Now, we made the prediction that Sloth is going to try to find a spot to sleep. Were we correct? Kind of. She tried to find a spot where she could sleep, but it was too noisy, so she couldn't. So let's find out what she does next. Look at, there's another blend. What's she doing? She swung over the pond. Read with me. The frogs were too noisy. There's another blend. Croak. That's what the frogs are saying. And ribbit. Croak. Ribbit. Sloth still can't find a place to sleep, so I predict she's going to look for another place to sleep. Let's find out if our prediction is true. Read with me. She climbed into the vines. The monkeys were too noisy. Look, they're saying, eek, ooh, ooh, ooh. So what I'm noticing is that I predicted she was trying to find a place to sleep, but every place she goes is what? Too noisy. Let's keep reading. She swung onto the ground. The lizards were too noisy. Look at, we've got some blends here. Splish, splash. she crawled near the camp. The humans were too noisy. Like they're playing their guitar, they've got their harmonica, and she's singing la la la, making all this noise. And look what Sloth trying to do. She's just trying to sleep, but it's too noisy for her. Let's keep reading together. She climbed onto the rocks. The big cats were too noisy. There's another blend. Growl and roar. There's Sloth. Can she sleep? Gosh, she just can't find a place to sleep, can she? Let's keep reading. She climbed into a tree. The birds were too noisy. There's another blend. Chip, chip, chirp, and caw. Look at Sloth. How do you think she's feeling? She looks like she's kind of frustrated. She can't find a spot to sleep. She's very tired. So I want to stop here and I want to think about what problem does Sloth have? So I want you to pause the video and talk with a parent or sibling about what problem does Sloth have. Do that now. What problem did you say that Sloth has? I think that her problem is that she's trying to find a place to sleep, but everywhere she goes is too noisy. So let's find out how she's going to solve her problem on the next page. Let's read together. That's a long word. So what good readers do when they come to a word that they don't know is they look for parts that they do know. They look for known parts or smaller words within the big word. So I'm looking here and I see 4 in the middle. Do you see that? So let's see. Are there any parts up here that you might know? Rain. There's rain. 4. Est. Oh, forest. Rain, forest. That's a compound word, isn't it? So I can look for smaller words within the big word to help me solve. So let's go back and reread. The rainforest is too noisy. I can't sleep, she told the bat. You're so tired you forgot. Sloths can sleep anywhere, said the bat. Oh my goodness, what did the bat just tell Sloth? Silly, you forgot. Is he going to help her solve her problem? I think she's going to solve it. Let's read. Sloth smiled. She closed her eyes and snoozed. At last. Look at her. She's snoring. Zzz. So I want you to pause the video, turn and talk with a parent or sibling, and tell them, how did Sloth solve her problem? Yeah, she solved her problem when Bat said, Silly, you forgot. Sloths can sleep anywhere. So it looks like she found a comfy spot on a tree branch and fell asleep. So that is our book today, Sloth Wants to Snooze. So now what we're going to do is we are going to get ready for a writing assignment. Our writing assignment today is, if you were Sloth, which location would you choose to sleep and why? So you are going to write 2 or 3 sentences, and don't forget your capital at the beginning, spaces between your words, and a period at the end of your sentence. And we know that when we tell why, we use that magical word because. So I have started mine here on my whiteboard. You're going to need a piece of paper and a pencil. So if you don't have those materials, pause this video and go get them right now. Now that you have your materials, you're ready for your writing assignment. So I'm thinking about, if I was Sloth, where would I want to choose to sleep and why? So here's what I'm going to do for my 3 sentences. Here's my example. I wrote, if I was a sloth, I would sleep, and then I would put my reason here, okay? So I didn't fill it in because I want you to do the thinking and I want you to do the writing. I would sleep here because, there's that magical word, and then I would write my reason why I would choose that spot. And for my 3rd sentence, I concluded with, I think this would be a great place to sleep for a sloth, with an exclamation point at the end. So you did such a great job reading today with me. I want you to do your writing assignment. And when you're finished, go to your Raz Kids and I want you to read Sloth Wants to Snooze all by yourself. Great job today, reader. I will see you next time. Bye.